guys about the importance of loving your journey and the situation that you're in now before you actually accomplish your goals in the future. But before I get to that, I want to take the time to thank my first 100 subscribers that hit that point a little over December. I meant to make a video back then, but it was super busy, and I apologize for that. But it's a new year, so Happy New Year to everyone out there. And thank you all who have been following me so far. And this year, I really do plan on making a lot more videos, much better content, and showing you some better, more updated visuals of what we got going on so far in this journey of mine. So thank you guys again for that. For those of you that are just watching me for the first time, thank you guys. And please remember to like and share this video and to subscribe. I'd love to have you. So back to the topic at hand. For me, when I first began this journey, it wasn't so much I wanted to lose weight necessarily right off the bat for the sake of health and things of that nature. I really wanted to lose weight because I was not happy with myself at that particular point in my life. I had just went to college and just really just let myself go. I threw everything into my studies. I really wasn't thinking about what I was eating. I really didn't care at the time what I was eating. All I cared about was my books and getting things done. And before I knew it, came home for the holidays. No one recognized me. I didn't recognize myself. And I spent years trying to take quick ways out. I'll do this plan over here, this diet over there, try these pills, try these shakes, try this detox. I'll lose a little bit of weight. I'll get to a nice point, but I will go right back to what I was doing in the first place and not necessarily learn from where I was. And the next thing I know, I'll end up right back where I started, if not at a worse place in time. So with that being said, when I say to appreciate your current situation, I'm not saying if you're unhappy with your weight to just be happy and just eat cakes all day. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as you are learning to eat better, as you are learning to move more and incorporate more exercise into your life, as you are learning these things, you need to be able to appreciate your body at that particular point and pay attention to how your body's changing as your journey progresses. For example, I have osteoarthritis in both knees. So in the beginning of my weight loss journey, when I was heavier, doing certain exercises caused a lot of strain on my knees. And in doing so, it prevented me from enjoying a lot of exercises. And it actually discouraged me from wanting to work out because I was tired of the pain. So me learning to try different types of workouts, in my case, water aerobics was a great way for me to get workouts in without having to worry about the pressure of my knees. Me learning that there was more than one way at the gym for me to work my legs that didn't have to put too much pressure onto my knees. Me learning to back off. I go hard or I go home when I focus my mind on something. And when I first jumped into this weight loss journey, I went hard. I turned vegetarian for over a month. I was working out like crazy every day. I was sore at least 3 or 4 days out of the week because I was just pushing myself to a constant max. And eventually it caused me to sustain an injury, workout related, because I didn't understand the importance of taking a break. I didn't care about wanting to take a break because I just wanted those results. And I thought if I ate low enough and worked out hard enough, everything would just shred really fast and I'd get to where I needed to be. I had it in my mindset that, okay, by the time I reach my goal, I'll know what I need to do so I won't make that mistake again. And I really didn't learn that much. And what I want to invite you to think about is when you're sitting in your current place now and you're actively caring about what you're putting in your mouth, and you are actually taking the time to read your labels. You're taking the time to make smarter choices, make smarter switches with your ingredients, your seasonings, your meats, your fats. When you take the time to really think about, hey, had I really took the time to appreciate this moment, this will become second nature to you by the time you make your goal. So appreciate this moment. When I say that you want to be able to value where you are right now, you need to be able to not be afraid to try new workouts because you're not happy with the way you look in the mirror. Let that feeling you have be your motivation to go into a workout instead of being the deterrent stopping you from doing that workout. And I know that's easier said than done, but for the average person, their fear is 9 times out of 10 the number one thing stopping them from achieving their goals in life. And when you get past the fear and actually try, eventually you'll stop trying, you'll eventually start doing. And that's where you need to have your mindset at all times. Visualize it, make it happen. It's as easy as that. And I know you may not see results overnight. I know that may not be what some of you like to hear, but it's one of those things where these journeys take time, and you're going to make a mistake. I've slipped up, I've gained a little bit back over the holidays, but I'm not ashamed of that because I knew the choices I was making over the holidays, and I chose to eat what I ate, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And here I am today getting back on it. I'm doing different things eating wise so I can be a better person and make smarter choices. And I'm combining that with my workout regimen to give myself even better results this year than the results I had of last year. You don't want to take too much energy into trying to overcompensate for mistakes you made. Instead, take those mistakes as a moment to reflect. You've done it, you're okay, and you need to move on and do something better, realizing now the mistakes that you made and know better so you can do better. What I also want to point out is one of my biggest problems in the beginning of this journey is I had a very horrible habit of trying to grasp on to a person that I was several years ago, and I fruitlessly tried over and over to go back to doing the things I had done back in the past when I was the size I was. And the person that I am now just can't do those things that I did 10, 15 years ago. And that was something that I had to learn to accept. My eating habits was different 15 years ago than they are now. My exercise regimen was different 15 years ago. My body, injury wise, weight wise, muscle wise, my body is not the same now than it was 15 years ago. And I had to learn and understand that the person that I remember, though a good memory, is exactly that. It's a memory. That was a moment in time. And instead of me focusing on trying to chase that memory, I need to be focusing on the me that I am now and project this current version of me into being a better future me. I wanted to see what I wanted to do in the future. I had to envision the type of clothing I wanted to wear. I had to envision the type of activities I wanted to do that as of right now may be a little bit harder for me to do given my current state. Or I envision things that I'm doing now that I want to be better at. For example, I want to be a faster runner. I want to have more stamina so I can eventually run marathons. I want to be a better yoga practitioner. I want to become more flexible. I want to be stronger. I really enjoy weightlifting and I want to be a stronger weightlifter. And so I'm appreciating the steps I'm taking now so that by the time I achieve those goals in the future, I can look back on this moment and look upon it and say, I made a decision here and I took steps here, and now that I finally got there, that will make achieving those things even better. It makes achieving that journey even more wonderful because you remember what you went through to get to your goal, and you'll know that you never want to go through that again. But because you appreciate the journey, you remember everything that you've learned to get to those things. So now you have a toolkit that you didn't have at the beginning of your journey, but you have it now. So now that you've reached your goal, you know what not to do. You know how to maintain. Now you can help others. Once they see how wonderful you look or how wonderful you feel or how awesome you're performing, now you can tell them what you've learned so that they too can embark on their journey with a better acceptance of where they are at the moment, but they have the motivation to keep going. This is all about your mental perception of yourself, and it needs to be strong. If you have a weak perception of who you are never going to achieve where you want to be. You're not going to achieve your weight loss. You're not going to achieve your dreams. You're not going to achieve your goals if you don't believe in yourself first. So accepting where you are right now is a step to accepting yourself, accepting your limitations, and taking strides to broaden your horizons, to better your situation, and therefore you can go even further. Winding back a bit, if you're out there and you want to work out, but you're afraid of being the only big person in a class, or you're afraid of how people will judge you, or you're afraid you're going to fail, again, that's all up here. That's all up here. At the end of the day, no one is going through this journey but you. Nobody's walking you through this. Nobody is losing this weight for you. This is all about you. You can't live your life saying, oh, when I get this size, then I'll take this class, or, oh, let me shed a little bit more weight and then I'll try this. You're not promised tomorrow. I'm not promised tomorrow. You have to treasure every day as if it was your last. And you need to look at each day as an opportunity to A, be thankful that you made it to that day, and B, see what you can do that day to be a better person. If you're just doing something as simple as, oh, I only got in 3 bottles of water, the last couple of days, let me try to drink a little bit more. Or you making that switch from that double cheeseburger to a salad. Little things may seem trivial for you now, but those little things end up making a big difference later on in your life. Just someone who used to drink a soda 7 days a week, just cutting down your soda intake from 7 days a week to 2 days a week is not only cutting back on all that sugar that you've been taking in. Because you cut back on that sugar, now you just significantly improved your insulin level. Now you've just made yourself healthier by making that one decision, just that one decision. So imagine if you made this one simple decision on soda, what better decisions you can make on your snacks? What better decisions can you make on your dessert, on your meals, on your drinks, on your life? Not just food aspect. This mindset can be applied to your health, to your job, to your goals. It's all about perspective. And what I would like to share with you all is just learning how to love yourself and learning how to appreciate the now of yourself, flaws and all. I am not as flexible as I want to be. I'm not the size I want to be. There are things in my life that I have yet to accomplish that I wish I had. I can look back and say, oh, I made all these mistakes, or I've blown all these chances. I can do that, but at the end of the day, that accomplishes nothing to where I am right now. I'm still going to be where I am right now. So dwelling on those things is pointless. What I can do though, I can do something today about tomorrow. I can do stretches and continue my practice and become that flexible person that I want to become. I can increase my reps and increase my weight and become that better weightlifter that I want. I can change my eating habits, change my water intake, be a better person health-wise so that I can reach those health goals that I have for myself. It's not too late. I don't care what age you are. I don't care what your disabilities are. I don't care what your situation is. You can always get better from where you are. Like I said, I have PCOS, I have endometriosis, I have osteoarthritis in both knees. I have several aches and pains that I endure when I work out, but I care more about my goals than to let my current situations get a handle on me and make me stay in the house. I have limped into the gym. I have modified my Zumba steps and my yoga workouts because I've been in pain that day or I'm a little stiffer than normal, but I made it work. And I'm not advising you to purposely work out knowing you're in pain. If you're in severe pain, please go to a doctor. What I'm saying is, no matter what you're going through, don't use that as an excuse to not do your best. If you know you can't run, jog. If you can't jog, speed walk. If you want to get faster, do intervals. If you can't keep up in Zumba, keep moving. You don't have to do them exactly. You don't have to do them perfectly. Just move. And eventually you will get those moves. You will become better. If you want anything in life, you have to try. And that's the takeaway here. I want you all to use this year to say, okay, I spent all 2016 thinking and hoping and dreaming. This is the year I'm going to actually do. This is the year I'm going to actually try. Look back, reflect, appreciate the person that you see in the mirror, visualize what you want in your life. Tomorrow, next week, next month, make a plan and make it happen. You won't know what you can accomplish if you don't try. And I'm the type of person, when I'm at my life's end and I look back, I'd rather look back and smile all the times I've tried and failed versus me looking back on things I should have done, I could have done, but I didn't have the heart to try. And now I'm filled with regret because now I'm looking back on what could have been had I just tried. You won't know until you try. And even if you fail, look at that failure as an opportunity to improve, because now that you failed, now that you know that, now you can improve upon it. Now you can learn from it. Now you can do better. So eventually you won't fail. Everything is an opportunity, even the bad ones. So thank you guys for watching this video. I apologize for being long-winded. If this video can help anybody, please share it with people that need a little bit of motivation. not only in their weight loss, in their journeys, whatever it is, in their lives, or they just want something to smile about. I believe in all of you, and I know you all can succeed if you put your minds to it and you try. So thank you all again. Please share, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.